Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CDL podcast channel. In this episode today, we've actually got a lot on the slate. We're getting close to the COD release, bunch of stuff to talk about. If you guys enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. First thing we're going to talk about today, something Brad and I kind of touched on last week. We had like a limited window, did a little reaction video. It went pretty well, especially for an off-season video. Everybody that was commenting, we had people making fun of Brad. They said the audio was off just because they heard Brad talking. I like that comment a lot.
That
Don't worry, Brad. They said they were trolling. They said they love you. Um, but it was
was fake
funny.
though.
Uh, the the reaction video went pretty well though. I listened to it and stuff and watched it, and I thought the audio sounded, pretty good. Which I mean, like we said in the beginning of that, like it was definitely an experiment. It's our first time doing like we did like the stream, with the reacting to champs and stuff. But it was our first time doing a reaction video, and it went really well. It was actually really fun to do. Um, we'll definitely be doing that for the process and maybe some other things throughout the year. So stay tuned for that, and we'll have Brock on those. That one was just a really weird time crunch that uh, I had to get to places, so it was like Brock wasn't home yet. We just had to do it, but we'll have Brock on those. They're a lot of fun to do.
Yep.
But this first thing we have on the screen here goes hand in hand with that video. Brad and I talked about these releases. They posted a nice picture here for us to use in the video form, and that is the CDL 2026 season roadmap. So, mostly going to get Brock's thoughts here since Brad and I kind of talked about it a bit. But Brock, season kicks off December 5th through the 7th with some matches. So, we're getting a pretty early start, which, I mean, again, is a massive W. I mean,
That
you look at the day today, it's November 3rd. We're roughly a month away from our first match.
yeah, we are, and super excited for that. 'Cause, this time around, stuff gets boring, stuff with that. God, I need some COD back in my life.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Not only just like watching, just being able to play. Like, mostly been playing. Like, I've been playing some like custom zombies on Black Ops 3. We've been playing a lot of like 2K. We play 2K with a lot of
And
our friends, but like, yeah, I miss having like ranked player like the camo grind. Um,
Yeah,
I'm ready for that. The camo
yeah,
grand.
me too.
I think like from what I saw, I'm pretty sure we do like those first matches December 5th through the 7th, and there might be like one more week of matches, and there's like a few weeks off for the holidays. But I don't even care. Just get us started because then we have stuff to talk about, like the
Yeah,
matches and like, oh, who looks good? Like, oh, Optic are starting slow. They don't look the same, or kind of like how last year like Phase started slow. Like we have stuff to talk about leading into that holiday break, which is really nice. And then we kick back up with some more matches, and then Brock, we kick it off Major One, hosted by Optic, January 29th to February 1st, uh, in Dallas, Texas.
starting out strong there.
Yeah, starting out with a banger of a major. I'm excited for that one. I'm assuming it's probably going to be at that same, uh,
Probably.
same event center we went to, which was like technically in what Allen, Texas, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that one. We were talking. We'll get to it, but we were talking about breaking Brad to certain events. But the second event, we're heading back to the UK, Brock, Birmingham, UK, March
Oh my
27th
God.
to the 29th. This is the one I believe.
The 18 tournament.
This was the 10 team. I don't know if you
Oh,
saw
10
that.
team tournament.
Yeah, so they have like a NBA playoff play-in kind of vibes. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah, it's like
For some reason I
7.
thought it was 8, but it's 10.
No, it was I know what you're thinking of because Brad and I said the same thing in the reaction video. It originally, when we heard that first rumor, they said 8. So you're
Okay,
definitely are
that's what it was.
thinking that's what you're thinking of because they said 8, and that's what we thought the rumor was, and then in that video, they said it's actually 10 teams, but I believe only 8 teams are actually gonna go to the LAN, so actually maybe you are right because I think the qualifier is online because that would be kind of insane if they had them fly all the way to the UK for one single qualifier match for 2 of them get eliminated.
Gotta clutch up.
Yeah. So maybe you are right, actually. Maybe it will be only 8 teams, but anyways, like 7 and 10 from the online split and 8 and 9 play each other, and they advance to the bracket play. Um,
Something cool.
yeah, so UK, that's cool. First time back there in a long time. This is the one Brad and I were kind of laughing at. So, May 2026, they don't have the official dates announced, just the month of May, is Atlanta, Georgia for Major 3, which is hilarious. FaZe moves out of Atlanta and they throw an event
Yeah.
there.
That is hilarious.
So I'm kind of curious just who's hosting that event. I'm not exactly sure. They haven't really said anything on that one, but obviously there's no team in Atlanta anymore, so
Yeah.
that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, like you said, weird.
That should be a fun one. That would be one that I would enjoy going to. I've been to Atlanta once, but
Same.
at least it's a new setting. I like that for like because there's plenty of COD fans in Atlanta, so it's nice for those people that are local to that area to have an event they can go to and not
Hmm.
travel. Something that we would dream of. We're close enough to Chicago. You'd think we'd finally get an event, but Chicago just never go there.
One of these
Um,
days.
and also I believe the big reason for that Atlanta. Never mind. I just remembered who's hosting it. I'm dumb. I think the big reason for the Atlanta thing is DreamHack, like the United States
Mm,
DreamHack. I believe there's a DreamHack in Atlanta that weekend. So it's gonna be like last year where they had like CS and those other and like
oh, that'd
Halo.
be cool.
Yeah. So that would be a really fun event to go to. And then Major Four, Paris. DreamHack is the one where they're doing the challengers though, right, Brad?
Yeah,
So Brett, I don't know if you
yeah,
saw that, Brock, but at Major
the
Three,
pool
it
play
is
thing.
pool play with four challengers teams.
Okay.
Yeah, so a pool
Okay.
play, 16 teams, top four teams from challengers, and we're getting four pools of four and doing. I think they're doing the ESA format, which isn't my favorite. Probably not your favorite either. They're not doing like the round robin style like they used to, where everybody plays everybody. They're doing the like win two before you lose two, kind of like mini
Oh,
bracket. Which I mean, it's still better than no pool play.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
But yeah, DreamHack there, and then Major Four, going to one of my favorite places on earth. We're going to Paris for Major Four, June 25th to the 28th.
Paris, France.
Um, which will be really cool because the Paris fans, the French fans were going crazy like way back when we had some events there, like ESWC and BO3, and they get a chance to go back
Mm-hmm.
there. Hydra, I'm sure will be a celebrity at that event.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And then the minor tournaments, Brock. I don't know if you saw this, but minor tournament one, April 24th to the 26th, and then the second one, June 5th to the 7th. Those are happening during major 3 and 4 instead of major 1 or 2,
Okay.
which I think is really fun because it will make them meet just a little bit more if you're one of those teams
Yep.
on the fringe of making it to champs. If you are able to get a top four placing and get that 10, 20, 30 extra CDL points, like we know a lot of times it does come down to 30 or less points. Like for that
Yeah.
last seat at champs. So getting that extra 10 or 20 or even 30 if you win the event, that the minor tournaments are going to mean a little more this year, it feels like.
Yeah, I like that. I just kind of wish they would do, 4 minor tournaments with 4 majors.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I think their reasoning in the video was like they didn't want it to like feel like too much. And everybody's kind of like, well, it's not going to be too much. We want to see like the most tournament style stuff we can.
Yeah.
And then champs, July 16th to the 19th. I will
Oh.
say in Vegas, this is the one we said if we were able to get the champs this year, we want to drag Brad. Um,
Yes.
I have so much travel like at the end of this year and stuff, so I have no idea how champs is gonna look for me. But I was like, if we go, we need to drag Brad to this event. And also Vegas is obviously super fun. But I like that they announced the dates. Like,
Hmm.
because that's always my gripe. I mean, I know Brad, you haven't gone through this because like we haven't gone to like a big event like a champs. We went to like the Madison when they had that, but like when you're actually traveling, like you have to book flights and everything. The pain with champs is always like Brock and I and a couple of our friends that always go will be like, we want to go to Champs this year. And it's like, I mean, for a vacation, especially one where you're flying and having to stay for 4+ days, like, you want to plan it out a little bit in advance. Well, they always wait until like 2 months before. They don't
Yep.
announce like where it is until May. So then obviously the price of flights has gone up because it's a little more short notice. There's less hotels, less Airbnbs. Like you have less time yourself to plan for it. You may have planned something else. Like, so I like that they announced the dates. The only thing I'm worried about is they love to change.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping like we don't look at it and we're like, we're going, and then all of a sudden like they change on us or something. You know what I mean?
Better not change.
But I'm hopeful that maybe we'll be able to get to that this year. Would be a ton of fun to be able to get
Yeah.
to it. But I like that they announced it early. And also, I don't know if on the bottom right of this picture, the league is hosting Challenger opens at every LAN event, which is big time. They used to force the teams to host it, and teams were like, "Yeah, I'm not spending that extra money." The league will be hosting challenger events at every LAN, which is really cool.
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
good.
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all we got for that. The other thing we wanted to go over quick would be we had Brad do
Yeah.
a homework assignment. What were you gonna say, Brock?
Uh, I gotta say, man, just thinking on just seeing Brad in Vegas,
Oh my god,
it gives me so much laughs.
we need it. We need that event. I'm really hoping because like I may have a vacation planned like next summer, and I'm really hoping it doesn't overlap or it's not too close because I don't know how many vacations I'll go on, like one stretch or whatever. But I'm really hoping I'm able to get there because yeah,
Yeah.
that will be a lot of fun. I mean, we went to Vegas with was it just three of us.
Yeah, just me and Chrome.
Yeah, we were just there with three because I forget. Like we've gone to champs with one of my friends from college a few times too, so it's been like four for another one. But it was just three of us in Vegas, and it was Vegas is a fun city, but also hosting champs there is fun because it's just like there's so much to do right after the event. Or like
Yep.
my only gripe with like Allen was just where Allen was. There was like nowhere to stay near it. Like we literally had to stay 30 minutes away because there was nothing there. The one hotel was
Hmm.
booked up, so like we were pretty limited on what we could do after because we eventually had to Uber back. And like there was some like stuff to do. Like we did like an escape room, and we got like drinks and food and stuff there. But like there wasn't a lot to do. Vegas is just like it was at UNLV last time, so it's just like kind of a given. You just have stuff to do. Like
Close.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
close. There's obviously you can just Uber down to the Strip, which is a couple miles away from UNLV, and go to the casinos. Food everywhere. Like a lot of stuff to do. A lot of fun. I will say if we do end up going, we'll probably short it this time. We ended up going like a day before and a day after. It was a lot. Vegas is a lot for like
Yeah,
6 days. This is yeah,
it was.
it's a expensive and a lot. Like going to the casino, it's a lot. But we're gonna
Mm.
get Brad there. We're gonna drag Brad there. I'll stuff in my suitcase if I have to. It'll be so funny if we end up going. Um,
Man, yeah,
Whoever's
it
at the
would be
venue, you'll see Brock.
hilarious.
You'll see Brock in his LAG jersey. People at the venue. Um,
Yeah, make a chance finals.
hey, they should this year, which kind of carries us almost into our next topic. First, we're going to talk about that Treyarch update video.
Mhm.
Um, October 30th, we had Brad do a homework assignment. We had him go over. Brad's going to lead us through this segment, kind of talk about each thing they talked about in this video. We'll probably do this one pretty quick because we have a lot to get to. But they updated us on like weapon leveling, the HUD, like mastery camo stuff. So we'll go over that quick, and then we have a couple other segments to get into.
Mhm. Yeah, so the video is like 5 minutes. Pretty, I mean, they got to the point pretty well, which is good. But I tried to keep this in like order of the way they brought it up in the video. So the first thing they talked about was the faster weapon leveling. So obviously, like with how many attachments we kind of saw in the beta, and I think it was like what 50 levels for the gun. Um, Faster weapon leveling is real nice. So apparently they
Yeah,
boosted the weapon XP during the beta,
I remember
which
that.
I didn't know that.
I
You
remember
remember
that.
seeing that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought it was just double weapon XP or double XPs
I think they
the
did
whole time.
both because they're towards the end. They were like, we just want people to be able to like unlock everything and use it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, so they boosted it during the beta and then they're making it even faster for launch. So when they're saying that the camos and all the camos are available off rip, aren't they? You don't have to level up the guns for it. So this is strictly just for
Um,
attachments, I think.
yes, but also I think there's something mastery with like getting weapon prestiges done.
Yeah, yeah. And then this thing that they talked about, I was kind of confused on. So they were saying more consistent overclock earn rates for like equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks, and they were saying that you should get them when you should. Um, I never thought this was an issue. Did you guys notice this ever being an issue of like maybe you're not getting your trophy fast enough or like consistently?
I'm assuming it's just like they probably like edited like the amount of like addition towards your meter you get based on what you
Mm,
do, just to make it
yeah.
more consistent
Problem.
and feel like a little less random. But I didn't really notice much of an issue in the beta with it.
Same.
Okay.
Um,
And then the
yeah.
next thing that they talked about was the prestige 1 through 3 icons. The rest of the icons you'll be able to see at launch. But they showed the 3 icons. I think they look pretty cool. Obviously, it's the first 3 prestiges, so they're going to be a little bit more basic. But like the first one is like a soldier. The second one is a skeleton in a spacesuit with like a tic-tocking bomb, and the third one is like basically just like a Spartan helmet with like the medical sign with like the two snakes
Yeah.
and stuff.
I thought I saw a fourth one
Um,
that Treyarch posted. Maybe not though. It could be so wrong. Yeah, there was a fourth one that they posted. This was like 5 hours ago, so it was way after the
oh,
video. They posted. It's like a. It kind of looks like a soldier, like a robotic golden soldier in like a ghillie suit with like a black mamba around his neck. It looks kind of cool.
That sounds cool.
I don't know. What do you think about these red? I think they're pretty cool logos. Like I like them. I think they look a little different. I think they look pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting like almost like Black Ops 3 vibes, kind of sort of from them.
I agree. Yeah.
Which I think is good because I think the Black Ops 3 icons look really cool. But yeah, I mean for Prestige 1 through 3, I think they look cool. I
Yeah.
think they're obviously saving cooler ones. I like how they like did it because I do think like the later Prestiges will be really cool.
Oh yeah.
I think if you look at Treyarch posted 5 hours ago, I think the 4th Prestige one is definitely the coolest. It's definitely like an upgrade. Treyarch posted on Twitter like 5 hours ago, and it's like a ghillie suit, golden like soldier with a snake around his neck. It looks pretty cool.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
and the prestige icons are also an underrated thing. Like just like the little cosmetic things that make the game look more appealing when you're
yeah.
playing. It always just like does it if those prestige icons were ugly and the game was amazing, does it really matter? No, but like it doesn't hurt to have cool prestige icons because like then you can choose whatever. Usually you can like choose whatever icon you want once you hit like master prestige and stuff.
hmm
What did you have on there next, Brad? HUD theme? What was that?
Yeah, the HUD theme. So they're allowing for more customization. So like from what I saw, you can like change some colors of things. So like every single mode, zombies campaign and multiplayer, you can like customize it. So maybe it's like purple for zombies and then like an orange or red for multiplayer. Like changing like the little thing or like around the gun, the compass, like stuff like that you can change the color of. Obviously HUD presets are returning from last year as well. So I mean you can still do the, turn the minimap on or off, which I don't know why you turn it off, but you can do that. Might actually explain a lot of things with one of my buddies.
I have a story for this after you're done.
All right. No.
Oh, yeah, I do. Profit goes.
I don't know
I
anything.
don't want this part of this to end. Yeah, so there's they're adding seemingly a lot more customization to like your game to kind of make it your game, which I think is cool.
I like that.
And apparently it's pretty new for this game too.
Yeah, I heard something about this. I remember like we were playing on like a custom zombies mod where it like allowed you to change like your hit markers. Like you could do like literally like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Like you could change your hit markers to like match like whatever game you wanted. And I always thought that was cool. And you could change like your HUD to like certain things. I like this, even if it's something as little as just like changing like the color stuff appears as like. Again, it's not something major, but like just being able to make your game look how you want it is always nice. Like it's just like little customization things. That's nice. Disappearing your minimap, Brad. I remember when we were first playing competitive COD with Brad. Like actually, not even first playing. This is probably like World War II. A couple years into Brad playing, and I remember him. I said like he like got shot, and I think I like lost full at him because he got like 2-piece after I died, and I like made the guy one shot, and he just like didn't hit him. And I was like, Brad, are you not looking at your mini map? And he was like, dead ass, like, why would I look at my mini map? And I was like, what? Like the guy shot. You could see where he shot from. And Brad was like, I just listened for the bullets. Brad was sound whoring the bullets, listening to where they were coming from. And he's like, oh, if it comes from my left,
That's
then I turn left. And I'm like, dude, you could look so much faster if you look at your mini map. And he was like, oh, is that why pros are always looking up to the left? And I was like, dude, this guy's lost.
Brad was sound EQing the bullets, bro. I've seen it all.
It was actually sound EQing. Like, dude, we need to like we need somewhere to post clips because like people hearing this story, we need somewhere to post on TikTok. We need to post our clips because like somebody's hearing the story of Brad sound EQing bullets is insane. Like this guy was like, no, I don't look at my mini map. Why would I look at the mini map? I just listen for the bullets. And I'm like, this dude is cracked out of his mind. He's listening. Like, I'm like, what happens if like 3 people are shooting at one time? He's like, I just like try to hear all 3. Like, what? What is that? But yeah, so Brad will probably be turning off his mini map. Long story short,
I'm much improved.
are you? This is okay, Brad.
Alright,
This
Brock,
next point you have
okay.
on there. Next
Yeah.
point you have on there is the one thing I really like heard from this video, and I was super excited about. This is the best thing from the
Which
video by
part?
far. The master camos.
Okay. So in past years, like in order to like to unlock dark matter, you had to finish a like a final challenge to unlock dark matter. This year, as soon as you get all of the 30 camos for like the one prior to the mastery camo, the mastery camo just like let's just say it's dark matter. I know it's not. I don't remember what it is. But then like dark matter would be unlocked for all 30 of those guns, which is nice. They said it was like a satisfying moment to get that unlocked when you've done all the 30 guns. And one thing that I thought was really cool, because like one thing about like Call of Duty, like it's always been, as of recently, it's been like, oh, you want this Michael Myers skin, you have to buy it or whatever. Like it's always just these microtransactions, and there's like no real like rare items, I guess, like no rare skins, no whatever. But apparently this year there's like secret camos. And so somebody like asked, "Oh, do you have any hints for secret camos?" And they said no. So hopefully they're hard to get. Hopefully they're rare. Like if you see a guy walking around with this secret camo or whatever, it's like, "Oh, that's cool," kind of thing. I think it just adds like kind of another level to the game, which I like.
Yeah, that is cool. I was most excited about because like remember like in BO3 when you did it, there was no like final challenge to get dark matter on each gun. It was like once you got diamond on
Hmm.
everything, you just unlock
Mhm.
dark matter at once. And I agree for that like satisfying moment. It's like way more satisfying when it's like all I have left is the knife, and then you get the
Right.
knife gold, and that means you have specials diamond, and it's your last one, and then you just have dark matter unlocked and everything. That's like way more of a satisfying moment than like okay, I unlocked the dark matter challenge. Now I have to go back, use every gun again. It's like once I
Yeah.
finish a gun to gold, I want that gun to be done. Then I go to the next gun,
Yeah.
get a gold, done. Like, and that's what it seems like they're doing. If I'm reading that right,
Yeah, I think
it seems
so.
like you
Well,
just get gold.
I think there's no, I think there's gold, and then there's like the diamond, and then the third one, and after the third one, then you get the fourth one, the final one.
Okay, so but either way, like you use a gun once and you're done, basically. I think right.
Yeah.
Like you can do all
Believe
the
so.
challenges once and then you're just done with it. That's what I like. I don't like. I didn't like the style of Black Ops 6 where you like you did the gun and then you had to like go do another gun, and you had to go back to each gun. I don't like constantly having to go back.
Yeah.
Like I want to just do all the challenges for a gun, done, cross it off the list. Like I just want to like if it's the
I
like if
think you'd have to
it's
go back and do like diamond though, diamond and
yeah,
like the other
if
one,
that's
and
the
the third one.
case, I guess I'm glad I don't have to go back and do like the dark matter challenge again. So there's multiple, but
Yeah.
like I want it to just be like I get the gun gold and I'm done. That's way more fun when it's like you can cross that gun off your list. Now you can't technically
Right.
cross any gun off your list until you have every gun gold. Then you have to go back and do the diamond challenges. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like if
Yeah.
I have the AK-74U, I just want to get it gold and I'm done with it. Cross off the list. Like
Right.
100%.
secret camos is cool though. I wish we could like hold the entire community to a GA of not saying how you get them. Because that'd be a lot more fun if
Right.
you had to like figure it out, or like you were just playing the game a bunch and all of a sudden you accidentally unlocked one. And you could run around
Yeah.
with it, but
Yeah.
the second people figure them out, they're going to be posting it everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Which I get
100%.
it because people want to get them, but also I kind of wish we could hold the whole community to like a NDA where they just like can't release what they look
Yeah.
like. But yeah, I'm super excited. Obviously, going to be grinding for Dark Matter multiplayer at the
Oh yeah.
very least.
I'm with you.
What else we got on here, Brad?
Going into a little bit about mastery badges, which I've never really cared that much about them, but they're apparently pushing deeper into the system, which whatever that means, I'm assuming that means like there's gonna be a more in detail system as far as unlocking mastery badges. They might mean something a little bit more in this year's game. Then they're also giving out more rewards for like getting the mastery camo and getting these different mastery badges as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's not something I've ever cared about too much in terms of like prestige icons and stuff, but like they can be cool to just like have a cool badge on
Yeah.
there.
I don't think I've changed my badge
Yeah,
in the last however many years of playing Call of Duty.
yeah, it's not something I like. I don't care too much for it either. But like again, like if you're always gonna add more and more customization, like I'm never gonna be like that sucks. Like it's cool to add it.
Yeah.
Uh, something on here about prestige one rewards, Brad.
Yeah, so basically they're just going through like so they showed the prestige one rewards, and then they also talked about just the like as you prestige the rewards that you get. So as you prestige, you're again gonna get like a skin and blueprint like after prestige one you get a skin and blueprint, and then prestige two, etc. And then
Yeah,
you're also probably gonna get like emblems and calling cards as well when you prestige. Um they said quote awesome rewards, and then they showed the prestige one rewards,
hmm.
and hopefully they get better. So the Prestige One operator is just a very bland like military soldier, which I guess is I think what a lot of people wanted. They kind of wanted, and they didn't want these bright, Beavis and Butthead skins. They wanted more of the military skins. And then they also showed the Prestige One blueprint, and it was so boring and plain. Like it was literally just like the gun, like this olive gun with like some black graffiti on it, and it's just like, okay, cool.
I don't know. Like, I know I'm in the minority in this for sure. I think Brock might agree with me. I don't know, Brock. You can answer to this, but like, I don't really care about cosmetics that much in Call of Duty besides camos.
True.
I don't like. I want these rewards to be cool. I want them to look cool, but like, I don't really care what skin I wear. I literally never buy a skin in Call of Duty. The only time I ever bought skins in a game was Fortnite because it's actually a little more interesting because you can actually like see the skins, because you're
Yep.
playing in third person.
Right.
So that's a lot. But like, you can't see your character at all. So usually I would choose the most dull skin that like I feel like would just blend into the map. Like
Yep.
I
Same.
I don't really care for
Or the
obviously
smallest
camos.
box.
I care a lot about camos because I want the guns to look cool and I want to have a lot of different camos I can use. So I definitely care about that. But like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but I just don't really care that much about skins. So like, obviously I want them
Right.
to look good, but like, I don't know. I just don't like. It's not a third person game, so I've never seen my skin anyways.
Right.
I'm in the same boat. Sure, skins are cool and all, but personally, I don't really care too much about them.
I'd rather have every skin be ugly and the game be great. Like,
Yep.
and then what, Brad? We got something about challenge tracker updates in there. Is this where you can like track your
Well,
like
there's like,
camo progress in game?
yeah, but there's one more
Jeez.
big thing with the Master Prestige.
Oh, okay,
though.
okay.
Apparently now, so you can give yourself a title when you Master Prestige. You can give yourself a title. So like you're giving all these challenges, and then like Annihilator might be one, and then you have to do like the certain like kill or the certain challenge to unlock like that title. So when you Master Prestige, you can give yourself a title, and then you can also edit the Prestige Master like level color. So apparently every single time you prestige, you like unlock a new color. So then when you master prestige, like let's say you're level 120, you can change your 120 to like green or purple or something like that. So it adds just like a little more uniqueness, a little bit more personality to you and your account and whatever you want to do. Which I thought that was pretty cool.
That
I
is
mean, it's
cool.
like this little minor thing, but I think it's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just an extra motivation to get to Master Prestige and
Yeah.
keep leveling up.
Yep.
I'm so glad they have actual prestiges back. I can't believe we were without them for that long.
A lot
Now
of years there.
is the challenge. So you have the challenge tracker on here, Brad. That's where you can like
Yep,
track your
yep.
camos in game, right?
Yeah. So you can look at 3 at a time. So like I think it was in the top right whenever you paused or whatever, there was the tracker there and you could see 3. But now they also implemented a thing where you can use the right stick to scroll and you can see like all these other challenges, all these camos and stuff. And then they implemented something into Black Ops 6, which I never experienced, probably because I finished the camo grind before they implemented this. But apparently, they now have a tab in the challenge tracker that whatever gun you're using, it shows like what the next camo is. So that way you don't have to like leave or have a website pulled up for like the next camo. So like if you're using the mate, like you finish the second camo, you can immediately like in game go see what your next camo is or whatever. Which obviously it's gonna be headshots, but you get the drift or you get the point. You can see how close you are, which I didn't know they implemented it last year, but they did, and apparently it was good success, and they're bringing it back.
I mean, the camo tracker thing just sounds incredible. So you can just like basically pin whatever challenges you
What are
want.
you using?
So from what I understood, no, it sounds like the top ones are gonna be whatever's closest, but for camos, there's gonna be there's like 3 tabs. One of them's gonna be camos, one of them's gonna be like challenges or whatever, and the third one is gonna be like if you're using the M8 in a game, right? It has the next. So let's say you're doing the third camo, it'll have the next camo like pulled up there, so that way you can see like how
Yeah.
far away you are from it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like if I am using the M8, I can just like pull that up and like if I'm at 40 headshots, it'll automatically be up there since I'm using the M8.
Yep, and
Yeah,
it'll show you
that's-
like, oh, you're this far away from the 50 headshot camo. Or whatever.
That's
Was that-
that's an insanely big W because the amount of times I'm like writing down in my notes app on my phone or like on a
Yeah.
separate, like on my other monitor, I'm like, oh, I'm on the camotracker.com and I'm on this camo doing this. And I back out all the time to check on this camo and see what my progress is. Or like, I'm trying to guess in game. Oh, I think I got like 12 headshots. I don't have to count. I can just like
Yeah.
look. That's
Yeah.
extremely nice. I like that a lot.
hmm
Yeah. I didn't
lot
know
of
they put
times
it in last year.
I didn't either. I was done with the camo grind pretty early, so I was
Yeah.
never really looking
I
at
did
it.
not know that either.
Yeah,
The
that's
amount of times I'm like, oh, I'm done with this gun. Go back into the lobby, one
Yeah.
headshot away.
yeah. Because like half the time it doesn't pop up. Like in the old games, whenever you used to get like a camo, it would like pop up and be like, oh, like 70 headshots, you got this camo. I swear a lot of times it just like doesn't pop up. You might hear like a noise, but it doesn't show you anything.
Yeah.
Right. And then the last thing we're going to be talking about is remastered BO2 rewards. They were not very specific. I'm assuming they mean camos as well. That was the question somebody asked, if they're going to bring back like remastered BO2 camos. They did not show any camos, but they said that you're going to be bringing back fan favorites, which I'm assuming would include camos if they're not already included.
Yeah.
But calling card, they only showed calling cards, which some of them were cool. But I hope it's more than just calling cards, because BO2 does have such a big following and so many people love so many things about that game. I hope it's not just like fan favorite calling cards. But
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see what they do with this. So
It would be pretty cool to see if they bring back like, I don't know, I feel like they bring back like weaponized 115. Something like camos like
I
that,
don't
bright
know.
green camos. There's a lot of iconic camos. The one I always remember being super funny was the bacon camo. You remember that, Brock? There's a
Yep.
where your gun just looked like it was bacon wrapped. That camo was kind of funny.
Bro, those camos are so lit for that time period.
Those camos were so ahead of their time. That wasn't weaponized 115 in that game, like the bright green one,
Yeah.
which was kind of like a reactive. Which okay, this makes Brad sitting here thinking Brock and I sound like Unk, but like at that time, like 2012 on the 360, having like a reactive bright green camo was crazy because we were used to just having like at that time, like the coolest camos we had were like red tiger, blue tiger, like gold. Gold was like insane at that time. Like remember the Black Ops 1 gold, how bright it was? It looked so good.
Yep.
Like
The diamond was crazy in Black Ops 2.
and then we got some like bacon wrapped guns, which was like creative that we hadn't seen, and you had like
The graffiti and stuff.
graffiti paint all over your gun, and like we had like the weaponized 115 where it was like green and like almost like reactive in a way where it was like for that time those were like insane. It would be kind of cool to see some of those like all-time classics come back.
Yeah. And there's some other ones that I cannot think of at this moment, but they were definitely goated as
Give me
well.
the BO3 ones. Give me Ice. I loved Ice in BO3.
Facts.
Ice.
Give me
and
what was like
War-Torn.
Lightning Storm or something like
Give me
that.
all those BO3 ones.
I think it might have just been called Storm, the one you're talking about. I think could be wrong.
Storm, yeah. I love that on the Locust. It looks so good.
Yeah, I have the next thing we're gonna do, but that was good. Brad gets a A. He gets a passing grade on his homework assignment.
Yes.
Treyarch continues to put out these videos that are unprompted. Nobody's like technically asking for the updates, but they continue to put out these updates where it's just like they're just great. Like they're listening, they're putting stuff in that they know we want that we haven't even told them we want. And I just Treyarch, please just make all the maps in the game good. Just make the gameplay good because everything around it they're making so good. Like if they make a good game, we're in for such a good year. Like everything around it, they're just doing so many good things. Like everything you were just reading is just positive things. Like, are they major
Yeah.
things? No, but they're just positive, like quality of life things. Like just being able to see what camo, like,
Yeah.
is coming up next and how close I am. Just like positive quality of life. But on the screen, we have got tier list. We're gonna do this, and then we're doing kind of a fun draft after this. We'll probably try to breeze through this tier list. I want to spend more time on the draft than this. This is a tier list since we basically have every rumored roster now for the 2026 season. Gonna do a tier list, kind of ranking all the teams. I have some of the old logos on here. We still have the old FaZe logo. I didn't get a chance to update it. I think you all know that Atlanta FaZe is Vegas FaZe. But let's start out with like one of the easier ones. Optic. I think we have to put them in S tier. Well, and majority vote
Top.
goes for this. Think they have to go S tier.
Yep.
Pretty hard
They
to
won
argue
champ.
against that. Brad, any rebuttal for that?
Wait, what?
Optic got to be S tier.
It's cut off for me. Oh yeah. S tier, 100%.
Let's start with LAT because I think they're the other easier one to rank because they're up there. I've seen a lot of tier lists where people are refusing to put them in S with Optic just because they're like, Optic is on top. But like, if we're talking predicting, for the whole season, I feel like LAT has to go in S right behind them
Yeah.
because I just
Agreed.
think they're on a different class than the rest of the teams.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like, I think if you ask people who's going to win champs this year, I think everybody is picking one of those two teams.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
could another team win champs? Absolutely, but I think you'd be pretty crazy preseason to say anybody else besides one of these two is the favorite. Would you guys agree?
No, I agree 100%.
Um, Next team I want to rank. Let's go to the Vegas Falcons, the Riyadh Falcons. They are now. So that team, we got Pred and Exnid on the SMGs. We got Kismet stepping into a new role as a flex. We've got Celium on the main AR. I saw Zuma. Did you guys see the Zuma clip of him saying like Exnid is the like number 2 on the team in terms of just raw gun skill? And I was like, that's interesting. He
Really?
said Celium's 1, and he put him ahead of Pred and Kismet, which I thought was interesting. Like Exnid definitely does have gunny. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I don't know. I don't know if I put him over Pred and Kismet. I don't know. He does have a lot of gun skill, but what do you guys think for the Riyadh Falcons? Where do we think they place?
See, for me, like, I think they have the potential to be A, but like on paper, this team just doesn't seem like it's gonna like they're gonna have their moments, but I don't know how they're gonna be against like the top teams. So like
Yeah.
in my head, I have them in like high B, but I think they have like I can see a world where they go into A. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I don't agree.
No?
I think I almost have them C teetering to B.
Oh, okay.
I'd be
Middle
okay
middle of the
putting them
pack.
in B. I don't think they're anywhere near A because in my opinion, like there are 2 teams for sure, maybe a third that I think could be A, and I just don't think Falcons are on that level.
Okay.
I would be okay putting them in B. And again, we can move these around. Like if we like realize like, oh, this team should be higher or lower, we can move them around
Mhm.
later. But like, Brock, where do you think they should go?
For me when I play I place them in the middle, like C,
I think they're C
top of
too.
C.
We're really split though because
Alright.
Brad was thinking A. I think they could be B though. We'll see as we go along. Are you? So I mean, we
I
have 2
don't
votes for
think
C.
A.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
out on
I'm good
A.
with B.
I'd be willing to go B.
Okay.
I think Brad, you'll agree. Maybe you won't. Maybe you still think they're A after, but I think you'll agree as we go on with the teams we put in A that they're probably at least a step below.
Yeah.
Just because I think Exnid does hold the team back a little bit. And again, like there are a lot of teams coming up where it's just like, yeah, I understand how those pieces fit together. And this team is still, and it could. This team, you have Kismet, Pred, and Celium. Like that's 3 world champions. Like this team could very easily be a lot better than we think. It just is a lot harder to envision. Whereas, like for example, a team like the next team that we'll go to, FaZe, a team that I think is A tier, like I can see how the pieces fit together. You've got a really good main AR in Abuza. You've got one of the best flexes in the world in Draza. You've got one of the best players in the world in Simp, and you've got a really aggressive player in 04. Like the pieces make a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think that team's A tier. FaZe, Vegas.
Definitely not.
Same.
Brad just hates Abuza.
They have a Booza. They're like maybe B.
Oh,
Abuza's him,
too
bro.
bad, Brad. We got 2 votes for A. Do you
This
actually
list is
disagree with
chalked.
that, or do you just
This is
continuing your
chalked.
Abuza hate, or do you actually think they should be in B?
Continue my Booza
Okay,
hate.
good.
Why do you even hate Abuza again? I don't even
Because he
remember
beat
at this
Heretics and
point.
he was talking shit. That's literally why.
That's right.
Um, what do you think? Let's go to Brad's team. Speaking of them, let's go to Heretics next.
D. I'm just kidding.
You say D.
I was just playing.
They got Trix. I need to learn how to say his name. And Metals is the SMGs, and then Rencor and Super. So in my opinion, I think it's a slight downgrade from last year, unless Trix is like unreal and is better than Real, which is pretty hard to imagine because I feel like if he was, he would have been in the league last year.
Yeah.
I think this
You would
team is a
think.
pretty classic B for me.
Yep.
Where do you have
Above
them, Brad?
phase at all costs.
No troll. Where do you have them?
High B.
Yeah, I mean, I think high B. We can order them in the tiers however we want. I think this team is so classic B because if Trix is really good, they have that potential to teeter towards A. But if he is a significant downgrade from Real, they have a chance to teeter towards C. You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I
Yeah,
could
no,
see
I
them
agree.
getting up to an A tier if he's really good, but they also have that potential to fall because they did lose Real, who was their best SMG.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Time will tell on how this team plays.
yeah. Let's move on over to technically a rumored roster, but the Ravens, Slasher, and who's a rumored not Mamba.
Nero, Craze,
Yeah,
Lurks.
Nero is rumored as their flex. Lurks, Craze. I think
Might
this
be
t- I think this team's got to
tough one.
be C tier. I'll give my reasoning later. I don't think I can put him in D tier, but I just like the fact that Nero, Lurks, and Craze are all three talented, fast players gives them enough potential to not be in D tier, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to
They have an
respect the world champs
individual
on Falcons
talent.
and put him below that, though.
Yeah.
Are you guys fully on board with that, or do you guys have an argument against it?
No, I'm on it.
I like it.
I think there are people that would argue D tier because I feel like they probably are favored to be one of the lower teams in the league to miss champs, but also like I just feel like in comparison to at least one of our other teams with the talent that they have, like they have a lot more upside than
Hmm.
one of our other teams at least.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Who do we want to go to next? What team you want to rank next? Yep.
Minnesota
Okay, so
or G2.
yeah, they're on here as rocker. They're G2, so you know that roster. Sky's on the main, Mamba on the flex is probably how it's going to go there, and then Estriel and Kremp.
Mhm.
I'm curious where you guys want to put this because I I don't know. It's no higher than B and probably no lower than C. It's one of the two tiers for me. Make an argument, each of you. Make an
Yeah.
argument for what tier you think, because I don't feel strongly, but I don't think it can be anywhere besides B or C.
I think for what we know now, I think they should be ahead of the Ravens. So I think behind the world champs and in front of the Ravens would be where I'd put them.
I actually like that. I think. What do you think, Brock?
I would definitely look at this Ravens and G2. I'd probably take the G2 team over Ravens
Yeah,
and down head to head. So
below
I
Falcons
like,
though.
yeah.
Okay, I'm in agreement with that.
Falcons just have that talent that they could have, together, but the
Yeah.
unknown is scary.
Okay, so originally I was thinking putting them ahead of Falcons, and there's like a spot because there's a world where that team becomes a B tier team. There's a world where they do. Just like Falcons and Ravens, there's a world where those are B tier teams this year. Would you guys agree? There's a world where this Minnesota team ends up being a middle of the pack B tier team. I
Yeah.
just think they're. I agree with you,
Uh,
Brock. What you said, I agree. It's just like when I look at the comparison, it's like Celium to Skies. Like there's an advantage there for Falcons. Like Pred to probably more like Estriel. Pred has a higher ceiling. Like Exnid and Kremp, I would give Kremp the edge on the higher ceiling there. But Exnid can be good. And then like Kismet compared to Mamba, like Mamba probably has the higher untapped ceiling, but like Kismet can be pretty good. I just like see the players in that team. I feel I can imagine that Falcons team being a little bit better than I can imagine the G2 team ever being, really.
Yeah.
I don't see a world where the Falcons are a D tier team. I really don't.
No, I was saying I could see them all being B
Oh,
tier.
yeah. I think Falcons have a higher ceiling than all of these. Well, of the lower end teams, I think they have the highest ceiling.
Funny thing, yes, I agree. I actually think okay, maybe this doesn't make any sense where we put them. I think Ravens actually have a higher ceiling than G2, but I think they have a lot lower floor,
Yeah.
which is why I think, in my opinion, that I would keep them below them because I think Ravens has a lot more untapped potential that they could be better than G2, but I think that there's a lot more chance they're also a lot worse just based on their roster.
Yeah.
That's why I think being below them is fair. Um,
Yeah.
let's go to one of our higher teams. So we've got LAG, Brock's Boys, Gentlemates.
LAG.
I think this is an A tier team. The question is above or below phase. I don't know.
I'd take Sim still.
You take Sim still? I think
Yeah,
they're A tier though, because I think they're clearly a step up from Heretics.
agree.
Brad, why do you look confused?
This team should work really, really well, and I think it's going to be a really good team. But I don't know if they're A.
I just think the way I look at it is I think they're on the same level of phase, and I think they're clearly talent wise a step up from Heretics. Because the way I look at it, like you got Ghosty Super. I'm taking Ghosty 10 out of 10 times for the impact he has in the map over Super. I don't even think it's close, actually. I think Ghosty's
True.
significantly better than Super. I think Sib and
Yeah.
Rencor, I give Rencor the edge, but I think Sib
Be better.
Sib is close enough, like talent wise, that he's on that level of Rencor. Rencor is not like significantly
Yeah.
better.
hmm
And then the subs. I mean, if we get last year's Neptune Envoy blows metals and tricks out of the water. Like
Yeah.
the unknown
True.
commodity there. And again, like we're ranking them how we think they're going to be this year. It's just an unknown commodity with the Heretics SMG duo. Like you're relying on Trakes to step in and be a star for this
hmm
team to
Wait,
work.
we're ranking this based off of how we think they will be?
Yeah, for this season.
Oh, well, then the Heretics will be an S tier, man. What are we
No.
doing?
Nope.
I
Calm down,
mean,
Bradley.
we have the majority vote for Gentlemates to go
I know.
below phase, so I'm putting them there. But I just do you see what I think Brock probably would make the same argument. I just think like talent wise, they're just a clear step
Yeah.
above Heretics.
No, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yep.
So I think they deserve to be a tier above them.
Okay.
Cloud9.
I see it. I see the vision. Up B.
Yeah, that was the
Uh-huh.
reason why I put these other teams at reserve, like a Raven spot. I love
D
Beans.
tier.
Beans, we interact with him probably more than any pro on Twitter for the most part. I love Beans. I still think Beans is a good player. He's a shooter. I still think Beans is a good player. He's just in that spot where he's had some years where his teams haven't performed. I mean, last year Ultra had some good splits, and Beans was a good player. His team just haven't performed up to the level for them to keep him around, and I think he's in that spot in his career where he's in a make or break year, where like he got a team that just isn't as good as his team last year, and he needs to perform really well to get that stock back up to hop back onto a better team for next season. Um, I really really like Beans, but around him you got Vivid and Mac, who again I love. Like in terms of being a team that we want to root for, I love to see him. I love Vivid. I love Mac. I like Afro a lot. I've always liked Afro's talent. I remember back in the day, I was like way higher on Afro than everyone. I was kind of proved wrong on that one because it didn't pan out. But I remember first seeing Afro in like MW19, like Cold War, like those times, and I was like, this kid he's really talented. And he still, I mean, he was really mechanically talented. Just didn't work out for him. Um, I think this team has potential to sneak up into the middle of the pack, but I think it requires Vivid, Mac, Afro, Beans all being at their best. And that's a hard thing to expect all four players to be at their best.
Yeah.
So I think this is a D tier team. But again, this is for a D tier team. It's not like last year's Falcons. All hope isn't lost. Like this team could scratch their way into bottom middle of the pack territory where they're keeping matches competitive at least. Is there any disagreement on D tier though?
Nope.
Then we got. Let's finish these last three up quick. Just Boston. I think that's a C tier team. I want to put them. What'd you say, Brock?
I agree. C tier.
Brock, Brad, you guys pick where we put them in there.
I think C.
Man, this team is
Brock,
like.
do you think behind G2?
Let's put them at the
In
bottom
front
of
of Ravens?
C. I don't care.
You think behind the Ravens?
Yep.
I'm down. I always am just like so
Give me
low on
Slasher.
Boston. I don't know, like because I look at that team and I think that they overperformed last year, and I mean, they did upgrade. Nasty is definitely an upgrade over Wake, but again, like I just don't. I kind of want to put them above G2 just for the fact that I think they're going to have a little bit more consistent results.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would vote to put them behind G2 and above Ravens just for consistency.
Yeah. That's where I put them.
Okay.
Yep, down.
Again, it's splitting hairs, but like I just feel like they're going to be a little bit like I feel like their floor is a little higher. They're going to because again they have a lot of chemistry, which is an advantage for them compared to a lot of teams. And technically, they did upgrade their roster from last year. Nasty's an upgrade over Awakening. Not like they did a lot, but the Surge. This is a wild card team. You got Lunars on the main.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We think Legend is probably on the flex, and then you've got Abe and Gwyn on the SMG. So like Gwyn is kind of a known commodity, and then everything else, like Gwyn, we know he's really talented. Everything else is like Lunars. The talent's supposed to be there. He was just on such a bad team that it didn't look great last year. Then you've got Abe, who
Mhm.
looked really good, but it's one event. And then you've got Legend, who's super talented at Halo, but never really played COD. So
Right.
I want to put this
This
team
is
at.
a tough one
Well,
for me.
see where I want. Yeah, you guys say because I kind of have a hot take for this team.
This is a really tough one for me. Because I am really, really excited about this Surge team, especially because I mean they're just oozing with talent.
I'm more
But
excited to
as
watch
far
them in
like
almost any team.
right. And like as of what we know now, probably bottom of C because we have no idea. But like genuinely, like if they hit even close to what they're supposed to be as far as talent wise, like this team could be very easily a B team or higher. I mean, if they pan out, they could be an A team. I think. I like as of right now. I think going behind Vegas is where I think I'd put them. But I can see. I mean, they could also go down if they all kind of stink. But I also think they have enough talent to easily be a B team week in and week out.
If we're
Damn.
talking, they can't make roster changes. Let's say in this hypothetical world we're living in, they're roster locked. They're the most volatile team in the CDL because if
Hundred
Legend
percent.
stinks at COD, I don't think he will. I think he's gonna be very good. If he does stink at COD, they are going to suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like if Lunars is actually bad, they're gonna suck. I want. I mean, this is just me, and I'm so excited to do our full. Coming up here in the next 3 episodes, we'll probably be doing our full regular season predictions because we're a month away, so it's gonna have to be the next 3 episodes. I am so excited to make these because I might get weird with Surge. I want to put him at the top C because
Okay.
I just think their ceiling is crazy. Again, they could be a D tier team. They could be D tier. Like this is the most volatile team. They have the lowest floor and the highest ceiling of any of these bottom teams, I think, is like I really think Legend's gonna be really, really good at COD. Problem is it
Mhm.
this year? I don't know. Or is it more of like he takes a little bit of a learning curve and he gets better next year and he is really good, or maybe he just never is that good. I think he's gonna be really
Right.
good. I like Gwyn and Abe's talent, and I think Lunars is good. I think Lunars is a
Yeah.
good player that was in a bad situation. I want to put him at the top of C and just say screw it, let's risk it, but
I'm with you.
Down.
because the
That's a
I'm not
good
gonna.
talent.
one.
I'm not gonna bet against Legend.
Yeah, the talent's really good, but again, I mean, we could look back at this and be like, wow, they were the worst team in the league, and I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
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 Uh, our last team is Koi. Their list is Ultra here. I feel strongly about where they should go, Brock. Quick vote.
A.
Top, middle, or bottom of the two teams we have in there now? Phase top and Gentlemate's bottom.
Bottom of A.
Brad?
I'm kind of with Brock here. Like I'm tossing and turning between A and
Mm,
B. The talent wise, I think they have a higher ceiling than
shit.
Miami.
Wait.
So for me,
Mhm. What's Brock
I think
thinking?
I put them high. I think I put them high B.
Brock's tossing and turning
Low
here,
key.
Brock.
Low key. I don't know. For this team, I love the addition of Real with Joe
Yeah,
and Phoenix
that is
Insight.
a
They
massive
figured
deal.
out. I kind of like this team more than Gentlemates, to be honest.
Really.
I agree. I think they go in the middle of A. Reason being,
I
higher
love this
floor.
team.
Higher floor. Because to me, there is more risk in that Gentlemates team. I think Gentlemates is going to be great, but what if
Mhm.
Neptune was just a 1 year wonder on that team? We've seen a lot of bad years.
Yeah.
I think Neptune, if he isn't as good, Envoy is going to be good. He's Envoy. He's always good. Sib has seen on and off struggles. I think he's going to be good. Ghost is
Yes, he
going to be
has.
good. I think Gentlemates are going to be a good team. But Insight and Kleenex as a duo are never bad. Their team is always in the top 4, top 5 in the standings. And I think they got better from last year. I think Kleenex is going to be a really good flex. I agree. I love the addition of Real with Joe. Joe's one of the best players in the world, and I think Insight's going to be a steady presence. I like him in the middle of A. That is exactly where I wanted him. I thought Brad was going to say high B or bottom of A, and I thought Brock was going to say top of A. I thought Brock was going to go all the way to the top. I wanted middle. I thought we were going to be literally split. Brad, you wanted high B. I can see the
Yeah.
argument. I can see the argument for high B. I just think, like, again, heretics are like the measuring stick for if you go to C or if you go to A. And
Okay.
when I compare them again, it's like insight and super. I probably lean super, but like again, I don't think it's like a blowout. And people underrate insight, and even I like to criticize them, but like insight is still like solid and reliable. Um, if I look at the flexes, again, I lean towards Rencor, but like the ceiling of Kleenex in that flex roll could approach Rencor levels. Like Kleenex is one of the best players in the league.
Yeah. Super
And
talented.
again, sub duo, I mean, the most important position in the game, they just blow heretics out of the water. Joe Real, they took Heretic's best player in the sub department.
Second best player.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
meant. In the sub department, they took Rencor was their best player last year. They took their best sub and added them to one of the best subs in the league last year. And Joe, I like this team a lot.
Yeah. No, I get it.
We are going to have a long episode here today. I'm really excited for it because this is going to be a lot of fun. Look at that smooth transition for me. I'm learning OBS, folks. Wow.
I thought I was team 3.
You are. It's in reverse order. I'll explain.
Okay.
So you guys can see the screen. We got a little Excel file up here. I've got all the teams listed below with their players, SMG, Flex, AR. We got a little keeper thing here. We spun the wheel. Brock got the first pick. I know it's confusing because the color code is gray for Brad, red for Brock, yellow for me. It looks like Brad has the first pick. I'll explain. So the way we're doing it, we're drafting teams. That's why Brock is last, because Brock's first pick is going to get the last pick. Because if Brock got to pick Optic first and then they got the first pick, the team would be obviously like insane. And then if the last team is C9 and they also have the last pick, like they're going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So Brock picks first, and the team he picks first slots into team 12. Then I pick, it slots into team 11. Brad slots into team 10. So that way, like the technical worst team gets to pick first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And how we're doing this draft is, so Brock is going to take, let's say Brock decides his first pick. He thinks the best team in the league is Cloud9. He's going to pick Cloud9, and he gets to keep a player from that team. The rest of the players hit the free agency pool. So down the bottom, I'm going to highlight who's kept from each team in blue, and then we're going to just eliminate the players as they're drafted so we can see the draft pool. As we go along, it'll make sense. Brock, who are you taking first?
LAT.
Taking LAT. That makes me sad. I wanted LAT. And your keeper from that team.
All of them. No, I wish. I am keeping Hydra.
You're keeping. Oh, I don't know why I had Kenny highlighted. Could have kept Kenny, the glue guy. Hydra.
He's so good.
You are keeping Hydra. And so you guys can see here the color code for who's who. So I'm yellow, Brock's red for the viewers, and Brad is in the gray. I am taking Optic, kind of my only pick, and my keeper. I feel like this is a little bit of a debate. Brock probably had like the Hydra scrap debate. I'm keeping shottzyy. I think the SMG department is just way too important. I know Merc is out there. People will want him, but it's just way too important.
Huke?
Keeping Huke. Brad, your pick.
C9's a pretty good team.
I'm going to go with a stinky one.
What's that?
I don't know if it's actually that stinky, but I'm picking a player over another player that's like might be viewed as crazy. But I'm going to go Toronto, and I'm going to keep Jodeci's.
Toronto and keeping Jodeci's. I don't. What did you think was crazy about that?
Well, because I passed up on Simp, and obviously Simp is Simp, but I don't know. I think Joe's gonna have a crazy.
I guess, yeah, I can see it. This is also the funny part about this is Brock definitely, since we're not doing like snake draft to draft our teams, Brock definitely has the big advantage just because he gets to pick like the first round. Brad definitely has the biggest disadvantage, but it's just for fun, so it's whatever. I forgot to put Joe in here for Brad. Brock, who are you going with your next team that slots into the team 9, the 9th spot, 9th pick?
Surprised if Brad didn't keep Insight.
Yeah,
he's probably the best player on the team.
Bad pick.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I'm picking FaZe and Simp.
Kind of saw that coming. That was who I was hoping for. Obviously, I figured it wasn't going to land like that. You can kind of see the trend of the league and what the most important spot is probably, because 4 picks, 4 subs are kept. That is interesting because you're not actually really picking the best teams in this to rebuild. Since you're only keeping one player, you're kind of just going with who has the best player with your first pick.
Yeah.
I am going to. Oh, do I want to piss Brad off?
Yeah.
I'm between two players who I want to keep here, and I am going to piss Brad off because I really want to switch it up from the sub thing. I'm taking Heretics, and I'm keeping Rencore.
Good pick.
Good pick, Brad.
I really just don't like you right now.
Come on, Brad.
I
You
didn't
can take Purge
also.
next.
This is kind of funny. I didn't do this on purpose, but we've literally just picked in order the way I put the teams down here. I was literally just putting them in from memory, and it wasn't even on purpose. It's kind of funny. Brad, your next
All
pick.
right, well, I was like, all right, where's a BZ? And I was like, oh wait.
Yeah. Those Optic and
I'm
LAT
gonna
picks
go-
throw a lot of good players into the pool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Falcons and Cell.
Falcons and Cell. Okay. I think it's a good pick. I mean, I kind of forgot that Falcons. That's actually a really good pick. I might have actually picked that if I remembered that Cellium existed on that team. I forgot that for some reason. That's a really good pick. It's very good value to get Cellium there as a keeper. Brock, you're up for the 6th pick.
Yes, dang it. Do I go with between two choices here? Who do I go for? I think I'm gonna go with Surge Legend Loki.
Hell yeah, I like it. Surge.
I'm betting on him. He's gonna be a goat.
Give you a legend. I like it. It's fun. Surge, legend. So the team that I was actually considering for my last pick is still alive. And that is LAG. I just legit don't know where to go. I'm between Envoy, Sib, and Ghosty.
Yeah.
No, Neptune.
No, I just the volatility there. I'm gonna pick LAG, and I'm gonna just give respect and say like it's tough to get really good subs. I'm gonna keep Envoy. I just think like every team Envoy's on is just good. I just want like the consistency of Envoy on my team there.
Yeah.
Brad, 4 teams left: Breach, G2, Ravens, and C9. I think there's actually a pretty obvious pick here. Maybe not.
I'm gonna go with Breach and Snoopy.
Okay, that's fun. I mean, there's a lot of talent there for a later pick. Breach, Snoopy here. All right, Brock, you're up again for your last team.
As much, I'm going Ravens, and I'm gonna go with Nero.
On Ravens, you're going Nero. I'm actually kind of pissed at that because I wanted them and I wanted a different player. I don't hate the Nero pick. I wanted to go with them and just go craze for the upside.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get Nero to keep, which Nero is technically a flex for this exercise, which is kind of funny.
A cracked out flex.
So I get to go for C9, or I get to go G2. I'm going with G2 because I want it sets up for a perfect pick for Brad. The problem with G2 is, do I want to go like Kremp and just get like the good reliable sub, or do I want to go for the upside and keep Mamba as like high upside AR? I'm gonna keep Kremp just because I think it's a little safer.
Mhm.
I'll keep Kremp. Got G2. And let's highlight Kremp down here. So, Brad, that leaves you with C9. And who is your player? Keep in mind, this is the number 1 pick. You get to pair somebody with one of these guys.
I want to take Vivid so bad.
I mean, it's
I'll
honestly,
take-
it's kind of a. I feel like Afro's the one weird pick on this team. It's like, I think
Yeah.
there is an obvious pick, and I left it for the memes because I think you know who you should take.
I'll take Beans Hit.
Beans.
Beans hit.
I mean, that's a pretty for the last team as your like 1 keeper player. You get a pretty solid main AR. Not the worst.
Yeah.
What do you think here, though, Brad? You got the 1 pick. We'll just get it rolling right away. So now how we're doing this is all those players in blue are eliminated. I'll just delete players from the list down here as we go along. So obviously, Brad, you have your main. It's kind of the one rule is you can't pick a player from another, like from the same category. Like you can't be like I'm picking, even though like Nero is in the flex category. Brock can't be like, well, Nero's a sub on my team, just so we keep the players even.
Right.
So Brad, you got Beans in the main AR spot in this team.
Hmm. I think. I mean, I'm gonna take good old Mercules here.
Interesting. You're taking Merc. You're getting the AR
Yeah.
duo on team 1.
Yeah, I was thinking about going with BZ, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take arguably the best player in the world at the end of last year.
As you see, I just eliminated Merc down there. We're just gonna keep going like that. Again, if as much as you can, try not to be like, oh, I'm picking this player to save this player for my other team. Just kind of draft like what you have.
Yeah.
I just think Merc is more exciting than a BZ.
Yeah. Trying to think. You left. Do I go there? Do I go there? I'm between two players, and I'm gonna go.
Oh my god! I left Scrap.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Scrap. I have a sub on this team. I'm going with Scrap. I was thinking one other direction, but I'm gonna go with Scrap. And we're doing the snake draft for this. So like at the end, he'll get 2 picks.
I glazed the hell out of that.
But I'm going Scrap to pair with Cramp on G2. Rocky, you're up to pair with your flex Nero.
People are running to the comments to flame me right now.
Is Kenny a flex or a main, or does it not matter for that situation?
I don't think you can technically take Kenny for this team just because he's flex. We're listening because Scrap's the main on that team. Nero's your flex. Okay. So yeah, we're listing Kenny as a flex. Flex.
I'll take BZ.
Yeah, that's what I was going to take besides Scrap. It's definitely a BZ. You got Nero BZ. You got a crack. I mean, this team, it depends on who your other sub is. You already got like the fastest flex in the league, probably.
They're flying.
Assuming he's a flex. Yep. Obviously, we're not 100% sure on what that team is going to be. But Brad, your breach team with Snoopy.
I might as well pick pairs to pair with them,
Okay, buddy. I'm going between 2 guys right now.
Okay.
And I'm concerned about one of the players and how they'll be in this game, so I'm going to take Riel instead. Did I glaze another one? Hold on. Nah, I'm taking Riel. Yeah, I'll take Riel.
Okay. Yeah. I'm up for my LAG team with Envoy. All by like, but he makes no sense in this pairing. I'm just like trying to like look over and make sure I'm not missing anyone, because it's easy to miss somebody in this list. There's chemistry here. I'm going with Dashy, back-to-back world champ. There's a lot of chemistry there. Obviously, play with Envoy for a season, or maybe 2. I can't remember. A season for sure. There's a lot of chemistry there. I'm going with Dashy. I feel like he's also pretty good value. Back-to-back world champ as an AR here. Going off the sub train, but again, a lot of the subs are just taking just because like Hydra, shottzyy, Joe, Simp, Envoy, Snoopy, Kremp, like all those guys were kept. So BZ's already drafted. So Dashy, I'm going with him as the main on this team. Brings us to Brock with his search team in Legend, which technically Legend flex is what we're listening as.
Abuja main.
Oh my god, Brad's so pissed you took him.
Oh, definitely not.
Who's him? I mean, that's a good pick. I feel like that's the next pick after Dashy among the main ARs that are left, probably. Maybe one other guy you can make an argument for. But
yeah.
Brad, you're up to pair with Celium, your main.
I'm looking at sub currently. And
Afro?
Who? Oh, okay, dude. I'm gonna take 04s are there though.
Yeah, 04s just doesn't pay. It just says 4. Taking Huke, you said?
Yeah.
Huke, Celium, an interesting pairing. Okay, that's a nice start for the Falcons. Huke and Celium. Oh man, that leaves me with my Heretics team where I took an AR to start. I have Rencore. Or can speed it up a little bit. I like. Man. Rencor, unfortunately, is a flex, so I can't take that guy. I can't take that guy either. There's like 4 flexes that I want, and I can't take any of them because Rencor is a flex. I'm gonna go for the upside. I know he can play a little slower, but I'm taking Pred here. I feel like Pred's pretty good value to get like a potential superstar SMG here in like
Love
the
that.
second round of picks. I'm taking Pred to pair with Rencor. Brock, you got Phase with Simp. There are a lot of good players to pair with Simp here.
I want Kenny.
Yeah, I'm pissed. If Rencor was if I could have switched, if we weren't doing the positional lock where once you take one from the category, you couldn't. Rencor was on, or Kenny was on that team with Rencor so fast. That'd be such a good AR duo.
Would be.
FaZe wins the league. They got Kenny and Simp. I mean, that is just the smartest team ever assembled. You got like the smartest SMG player and the smartest AR. Yeah, if I wouldn't, so obviously I had to take Scrap and Dashy over Ken, I feel like at this point, but if I could have taken Kenny to pair with Rancor, he was on my team. But with our positional limits, not possible. That's a good team, Brock. It's a really good team.
Starting off strong on that team.
Yeah, it's a really good team. Brad, you have this is your kind of like superstar team. It's your first pick. Toronto, you've got Joe. There's some good players.
I'm going between two guys here.
Subs are getting thin.
Yeah,
they are.
They're getting thin.
But I feel like this is good value. Subs are getting thin.
They're getting thin.
But I'm gonna go flex with Draza.
That's pretty good. I mean, Draza is just good value, good at every game mode. Yeah, subs is definitely the most thin part. There's probably main ARs are getting pretty thin too. There's one clear standout in main ARs, and then everything is kind of a drop off after that. There's a couple of the flexes I like. I think I want to go for just talent stack, as I think I'll potentially be able to get what I want on the way back. Actually, no, I'm going for my main. I want my objective. I'm going Ghosty here. Taking my main.
That's who I was going with going back and forth with him and Draza.
Little chem there too for Ghosty shottzyy. Played a season together, or part of a season.
Mm-hmm.
Rock, I know I would be. Were you going to take Ghosty on this team?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I feel like you were going to take him also, and I think I might be able to get my other guy that I wanted potentially if I went Ghosty here. So I left. I took Ghosty off the board, so you couldn't get him mostly for this way this lined up.
I see. Man, the subs are
thin. I think we only need one for this team.
I do only need one. Man. So if I pick, then I'll get another pick, right?
Yeah, we're doing snake, so you have 2 picks here.
Okay. I could pick. I'm gonna pick Flex Kismet. Pair with Hydra.
That's not where I thought you were going, but I like it.
Has some success together.
World Championship.
True.
Back-to-back finals. Okay, and your other pick, so you need a sub and a main.
I do. And I will take. Man, it's kind of tough at this point. I want Neptune then. I'll take Neptune as well.
Yeah, probably the highest upside sub left, unless I'm missing somebody. Neptune. So Brock actually did leave the guy that I was thinking I wanted. Problem is, Brock, I thought you were going to take one of these 2 guys and make the decision easy for me. You didn't. I was looking at the flex spot to add my next player. I kind of think we're in a crapshoot for main ARs and subs now. I want to go with... Man, he has a little more experience in the position, so I'm going to go with him. I'm going with Sib here. And I really like the way this team is running on Sib and Ghosty on the ARs with shottzyy. I feel like that's my best team that I have among mine for sure. Sib, Ghosty, shottzyy.
Love that.
I like that team a lot. Brad, Joe and Draza, probably again your highest potential team here.
I'm gonna go 04.
Yeah, it's a really good pick. Definitely, I kind of forgot he was out there. His just 4 just doesn't stick out. Him
I
and
literally had
Neptune.
3 guys in my head.
Yeah, you guys went back to back. Him and Neptune were probably the two. I forgot about him, but they're probably the two best subs on the board.
Yeah.
We're back to Brock with Simp and Kenny. You need a main and a sub.
You do. It's like, who do I go with?
Yeah. So flex position is deep this year.
It is.
We kept Rencor, Legend, and Nero, and like guys like Sib, Kismet, Kenny, Merc. You still have people out there: Kleenex, Nasty, Mamba, Vivid. The flex position might be the deepest position in the league this year. I feel like all across the board, they're like. I mean, you're saying like arguably Vivid is the worst flex in the league. For being the worst player at his position, he's pretty reliable, solid player. You know.
Man, this is tough. I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Gwyn for another sub.
Yeah, going for the upside there to pair with two really smart players. I like that a lot. I need a sub and a main. Again, I can't draft the player I want because the damn flex position is filled in this team. God, I should just give it Brad Rencor. I need a main and a sub. Give me somebody faster. This guy's supposed to play fast, or do I go slow AR if I go with him? Give me Abe. Supposed to have some high potential as a sub. Probably one of the higher ceilings of the players left. Give me Abe, my other sub, to pair with Pred. He can play a little faster, kind of enter for Pred.
That's who I wanted, dude.
You got Celium Huke, so you need a sub and a flex here.
Yeah. And you took my sub. That sucks. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna lean. Do I go with the upside? I don't know much about lurks. I'll go with Trakes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be high potential, fast. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brock, your Surge team, Legend Abuza, the foreign team.
I want Xnid.
You want Xnid. That's I can see the thought process. The thought process there. Get a little gunny. Oh, I put him on the wrong team. Xnid to go with Legend. You were just going. This is the all foreign team. No NA on this team. My LAG team with Envoy, Dashy, need a sub and a flex. I finally get to take my flex here. I love this team. This might be my new favorite team. I get Kleenex here.
No,
the value on Kleenex there is just too insane. I cannot believe he did not go with the Celium Hook team. I understand it. I understand Brock, want Kismet for the Hydra connection. Then I went with Sib, and I was going to take Kleenex there. Brad couldn't take him because he had Draza. Brock could take him because he had Kenny. Then I wanted him again, but I couldn't take him because I had Rencor. I thought he was for sure going to Brad, but I don't know. Kleenex that late, almost into the last round. Envoy Dashy Kleenex for that spot, I feel like is a very good team. Brad, Snoopy, Real, the Breach team.
Mamba.
You need a flex and an AR. You at least got a solid sub duo.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take Mamba upside.
Little flex, I like it. There's upside there. It's the upside team, really.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, you got the cracked out team. Nero on the flex, Abeezy on the sub.
I'll take Craze.
Yeah, that was an obvious pick in my opinion. I felt like I just saw his name down there and I was like, yeah, that's who he's going with. Oh, that's who I wanted for this next team because I feel like if I could have got my hands on Craze, pair with Scrap and Kremp, that would have been really good. I'm gonna go instead. They want to play together, so I'll let them play together. I feel like he's the best sub available. I'm gonna take Estriel here to pair with Kremp. I feel like Estriel's
good.
Probably the best sub
Solid.
available here. A serviceable sub duo to go with Scrap. Brad, you got 2 picks to round out C9. They have Beans and Merc. You need 2 subs.
Oh god, this team is buns.
Afro Purge. That's what I'm hearing.
Merc's gonna retire.
When it got here, Brad, this
because
is
of
going to
this
be the
team.
exact reason I was going to tell you that I feel like taking a sub first is just way more important. Is like you could have gotten like Nasty here, which obviously Merc is better, but like Nasty is a pretty serviceable flex, and you would have had a BZ in your team already.
Yeah.
You need 2 subs here. You literally only have 5 players to choose from.
Purge.
You take a Purge.
And then I'm going between Mac and Lurks.
I think the choice is
What do
obvious.
we know about Lurks?
Plays fast. Take him. That is the pick.
Yeah, I'll take Lurks.
That's 100% the pick. I don't think there's even an argument against it. You're looking at, I think it's 2X technically. I mean, you're looking at either Afro or Mac, which are known commodities or metals, or you're looking for the guy that's super fast and people say has upside. You might as well go with that guy. Like, you know what the other 3 are.
Yeah.
I need a flex for this team to go with Kremp and Estriel and Scrap, and I think Nasty is the pick there. I didn't think I was going to like that team as much, having Kremp as the starter, but I actually really like that team. I feel like the sub duo probably holds him back, but Scrap, Nasty, Kremp, Estriel is a pretty solid. It's just like it's a superstar and 4 just like good players. It's just like middle of the pack players.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, your team, Nero, Abizi, Craze, the crackhead team. Just pick the fastest AR available just for the fun of it. Just kidding. And he goes with Insight. He's thinking about
Sub-site.
Sub-site.
Man. I'll take Super.
Brad's pissed.
Nope, he made my life real easy.
Super rounds out that team. You did go with a slow AR to go with your 3 fast guys. You went with the Toronto method for this year. Brad, Snoopy, Real, Mamba. You need a
Insight
flex player. Oh, sorry. You're right. Yeah, forgot that Slasher's on his team. Used to Mamba being a main. Insight. That team is going to be interesting. You are going to be crawling on the ARs and head bashing on the subs.
You better believe it. It works like a charm.
Envoy, Dashy, Kleenex. I need a sub player here, and I have 2 choices: Afro and Mac. Both can go in first. I guess I have Metals as a choice too. I don't want him though. Afro, I feel like has a little more potential to go in first and can get reeled in on this team. He's a little more takeover, so I'm going to go Afro. I think Afro has a little more takeover than Mac in him. Actually, I'm kidding. I'm going to go Mac there. I want the reliability of Mac. Just stick with this team, the veteran. Brock, you need a sub to go with Xnid.
This is a tough team. My ARs are in need to show up every match.
Yeah, this team is in a rough spot, especially because we don't know what Legend is.
You know, give me Metals, bro. Give me Metals.
That means
he'll go first. Xen is gonna be my fryer.
Yeah, I guess. Brad, your Celium Huke Trakes team, you have to take. Actually, your pick is determined. You have to take Vivid.
On main.
No, Celium's a main.
No, I thought. Yeah, Celium. No, I thought we had Celium as the flex.
No, Celium's definitely the main of that team.
It says so. Oh yeah, you're right. Celium's there on the bottom.
Celium,
Vivid.
The rest of the team is Pred, Kismet, and Xnid. Celium is definitely the main.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, to be honest, there's worse people that you can be forced to pick. Vivid's serviceable.
Yeah.
And I need a main AR here. I got Rencor, Pred, and Abe. This team, again, this is why you just need to keep a sub as your top player, because I feel like this team is my worst team of my 4. Just because, again, it's nothing against Rencor, but there's just such a lack of top tier subs in the league, and there's plenty of flexes. Need a main. There's actually a lot of choices out there. Oh, I didn't take off Super or Insight. A lot of choices out there. Lunars, Cammy, Sky, Slasher. This is kind of the upside team with Abe, Rencor. I'm going to go Lunars here for the fun of it. I think there's some upside there.
Son of a gun! He would have been perfect for Joe, man.
Rock, you need a main AR. Your boys out there. Brock's phase team. This is the team Brock can't screw up though. He's got Simp and Gwyn. He's got Kenny. This is one of his best teams. Cold War Cammy's available, and then you got 2 world champs, Skies and Slasher.
Yeah, if I get a Ko or Cammy, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
I still can't believe I needed that draft Kyle and I did. We were taking like players, and it was during Cold War. We did the draft, and Cammy was like the 2 or 3 pick. It was so insane how good
He
Cammy
was
was
so
at
good
that
that
time.
year. All right. I kind of hopefully Brad. I think Brad will take my other player, so whatever. I'll take Slasher here.
Slasher.
What are we doing?
Brad's going through it right now. Rounds
Give
out
me
that
Cammy.
team. Taking Cammy. Which, what do I have in this team? Ghosty, Sib, Shotzzyy. So I have to take Afro. Honestly, that team has so much talent already. And Afro just kind of adds to a talent stack because he's high upside. I don't hate it. And then Brock, you have to take Skies, which is kind of hilarious because it just basically makes you have the world championship team minus Priesta.
With Neptune.
Which honestly, at this point, that's actually with the way Neptune's been playing, that's actually a really good team. Like, I actually like that team a lot.
I thought Brad was so taking Skies. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Nope.
What's your favorite team of all your teams? My favorite team is probably my Optic team, I guess. I feel like Ghosty, Sib, Shotzzyy is just such a good trio, and Afro's is he can have his pop off moments with all these good players around him.
I like my FaZe team. You know, got a lot of minds going through that squad. Maybe it's besides Gwyn, but
your wild card's super talented though.
Yeah,
I like that team. A lot of chemistry there too. Like Simp and Slasher have played together. Slasher and Gwyn overlapped, didn't they? Maybe not.
Yes.
Kenny and Slasher obviously played together. Yep. There's a lot of chemistry there. Brad?
I'd say none of them.
I think you have a pretty obvious best team of year 4.
Yeah, you're right. C9. C9 is my favorite.
Your Toronto team, I think your Toronto team is pretty solid.
It's pretty solid. Especially if we get Cold War Cammy,
like,
it's over.
I mean, Joe
you ain't getting Cold War Cammy.
Joe in 04 though was one of the best value picks. I feel like getting him in the 3rd round. I think Joe in 04 is probably one of the best sub duos on the list.
Yeah.
And you have a really good flex in Draza, one of the top 4 flexes probably. And then Cammy is like, I know he was one of the last picks, but like he's serviceable. If he's on a good team, he's gonna be serviceable and he's gonna play for the win and help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Worst team on this list, Brett, that first team. That C9
it's
team.
Really good, isn't it? Isn't it really good?
I think honestly what I learned the most from this, I think we learned the most just how important, we always say it, just how important subs are.
Yeah.
Like, Brad had to wait and he got Purge and Lurks, and maybe Lurks ends up being good, but like even my team with Rencor ended up being, in my opinion, my worst team because I had to like reach for subs. Like, it's just it's tough when you're out here just like having to reach for subs, or like, I don't know. Like, I think I also learned, in my opinion, flex is the deepest position in the league.
Yeah,
there's a lot of flexes, you know, with good value to choose from.
I mean, look at our flexes on each team: Merc, Nasty, Nero, Mamba, Kleenex, Legend, Vivid, Rencor, Kenny, Draza, Sib, Kismet. Like, again, we're talking like Legend, he's a question mark, but like we're talking to like Vivid as maybe the worst player at that entire position.
Yeah.
And again, like if Vivid's the worst player at a position in the CDL, that position's in a pretty good spot. Like Vivid's a pretty good serviceable player. Like you can be a good team with Vivid on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. That was fun though. It's kind of funny. Brad getting stuck with Beans, and then Merc pick. Obviously, Merc is definitely one of the top picks in the draft, especially right now. But it's kind of funny. Like, almost makes you wish you would have kept like Afro or Mac just to have a sub and then keep Merc. Yeah. I don't know, but I guess Afro and Mac were like some of the last picks anyway, so it really wouldn't have made a difference. You had a chance to pick Afro and Mac and you didn't, so I guess maybe not. That C9 team might just be cursed.
True.
Might be.
All right.
Should have kept Vivid.
Yeah, true. That's going to do it for this one, though. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. Gonna be back next week. It'll be our final episode before the release of COD. I don't know if
Hell
we're gonna
yeah.
do our season predictions yet. I kind of want to wait till officially like the last
Yeah.
teams announce their roster in case something crazy happens where something changes,
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but predictions will be coming soon. That's kind of like a big episode every year. Maybe we'll do like we kind of have to wait for rosters to come out to do our bold predictions too. All the teams we're
Mhm.
waiting on are probably not going to do anything crazy in terms of like having great years. So not something like that. But we got to do our bold predictions episode. See if anybody can get anything crazy right, and then we've got to do our actual season long predictions. So we'll probably do something like that next week if we get announcements, or we'll figure some other kind of draft or some fun thing to do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.